Practice makes perfect. That's the expression people like to use. It's a little bit misleading because if you practice something wrong, you're never going to perfect it. But repetition makes a master. The more that you do something, the more you will be able to do that thing. But the drawback to that is if you don't do it well in the first place, you're never going to learn to do it well. So the preacher was preaching this morning out of Hebrews 5 and Hebrews 6, and he ran across a statement that struck me in the scriptures that he didn't really expound on, but it just kind of jumped off the page at me. That's the way that the Bible does. So it's talking about spiritual maturity in Hebrews 5 at the end of it, and he says, I want to tell you more, but you're not able to bear it because you're too spiritually immature. You still need milk, and you still need to be taught. And he says, you ought to be teaching now, but you're not. And he says that strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age, those that are mature, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. And that phrase, by reason of use, kind of jumped off the page at me. And the Greek word that's translated that is from the root echo. That's literally, it's an echo is what it is. It's to repeat. It's to do something over and over and over and over again to practice. So the question then comes, what am I practicing in my spiritual life? Am I day to day exercising myself in godliness, which is one of the faithful sayings that Paul says. There's in the pastoral epistles, there's several faithful sayings that Paul makes, and one of them is that bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable for all things. So, what am I exercising myself in? Paul again says in 1 Corinthians 9, one of my favorite passages of Scripture, that he beat down, he kept under his own body. I keep under my body and bring it in subjection, lest that by any means, when I preached under others, I myself should be a castaway. He says, I day to day am exercising myself to grow stronger. And that type of diligence is something that most people, myself definitely included, lack today. The day-to-day reinforce good habits, those things that are going to make you strong. We like to say, well, I'm sore, so I'm going to take a day off. But a lot of times when we're sore, that's when we really need to go and we need to train some more. You don't run a marathon every day, but you do practice and you do train. You are careful about the way that you train, and we ought to be so in our spiritual lives as well.